Welcome back to the Bukit Jalil in Kuala Lumpur, where Arsenal lead 2-0 at half-time against the Malaysian 11. Malaysian 11 have made a change at half-time. The international keeper, Chemat, whose nickname is APEC, is on. He had a shoulder injury recently in an Olympic qualifier, but he's back and fit now to play in the second half here. Vito Manones in goal for Arsenal as well. And we will try and run you through all the changes. Rosicky is on, certainly. And you can see there Squillaci is on too. So we'll take a while and we'll try and work it out. Changes all being announced on the fairly loud public address system. Tidied up there by Kunalan. This is Thomas Rosicky. Carl Jenkinson, as you can see, is still on at right back. I think he's had a pretty good game so far. And he has. You can also see Emmanuel Frimpong, who is on, who had very hit time lately. Was expected to really burst through last season, but I hope that this season will be the one. Here he is on the ball now, Frimpong. Naki. See Hardy Yahaha is on as well. Malaysia 11 coming forward, and a save there for Manoni to make from Kunalan. Sharani the man to go off for the Malaysian 11 at half-time. Bursting forward is Miyachi. Carlos Bea is also on for Arsenal in place of Shamak, and that might just make them a bit more energetic. Now Rohidan. Here again is Kunalan. Under a bit of pressure there momentarily. Danielson it was. Another of the half-time changes. Just maybe feeling his way into the game a bit. So a corner for Arsenal to defend here. Dear me, taken short and given away, and here's Miyachi, and now Arsenal can counter. There's Muslim Ahmad, who came on towards the end of the first half. And here's Rosicky. Goals in that first half from Ramsey from the penalty spot, who's on the ball now, and then Walcott. Still no sign of Nasri or Van Persie here. There's Danielson. Now Jenkinson. Oh, good turn from Vela, but not quite. Keeper came out well. And given the fact he's just had a shoulder injury, that's pretty brave goalkeeping from Chemat. Fullback did well. Omar. Now Vea. No foul, and this is Carlos Bea with options in the middle, which he didn't use. Sure, he'll be aware that the young Mexican side, including his former under-17 colleague Giovanni Dos Santos, were put out of the Copa America last night. With no points from the group stage. Forward run was blocked. Now it's Denilson. Again, Bea to charge, but it was just enough on the back pass. Nearly got it wrong, though. Here's Jenkinson. He and Miachi might just get the full run out here. And certainly nothing wrong in that. Rosicki. Ramsey's made a good run. It's brilliant! Apart from the finish. Rueful smile from Aaron Ramsey. They did everything right, but then he couldn't find the back of the net. Touch from Bea is sublime. And that is a real sitter for Ramsey. I know the keeper's there, but he knew straight away. But they're 2-0 up. So hopefully for him won't matter. Just so impressive the way they tore through, though. The Italian Mannone spent some time on loan at Hull City last year. Well, he's penalised him for taking too many steps in a friendly. I'm not sure what word describes that decision. Useful if you're a fan of the Malaysian 11. And a touch pernickety if you're a neutral. So what can they do? Safik Rahim's behind it. Of course, it's an indirect free kick. Did we really need all of this? They're going to have to take the touch mighty fast. Bakhtar might be the one to strike it. There's the touch, curled by Rahim, and as so often it's blocked. Almost impossible to score from those. Famously saw that Sheringham-Shearer combination do it once at Wembley. You have to hitting it into the top corner. Might sound a bit unscientific, but I always think it's worth running up and hitting it and hoping it takes a nick off somebody, because it's hard for the wall to entirely jump out of the way. Very hard to place it like Rahim tried there. Rosicki. Good touch from Ramsey. Trying to pass their way through again with Bea. Nearly emerged with it. Frimpong trying to win it back. And the challenge from Denilson. I think he got the ball, but he went through too much of the player to get it. So it should be 3-0. Ramsey early on, then Walcott. And then at the start of this second half, Ramsey with a glorious chance from a best bit of play of the game from Arsenal. And couldn't quite finish. Here's Rohidan. It would be nice to see this Malaysia 11 score. Obviously not if you're an Arsenal fan, but you know what I mean. Cleared by Kemat. And they have another free kick, and there is Robin van Persie warming up, and the minute they see him on the big screen, the cheer goes up. So Raheem is over it, along with Jasuli. Intelligently played if he can keep it in, but he couldn't quite. So Chesney, or rather Mannone, excuse me, to clear away. His only contribution so far has been to give away that indirect free kick inside the area. Danielson. Now Beyer, and Rosicky drives one, and it took a little bobble, but it was held easy enough by Kemat. Rosicky with the captain's armband as well. Schillaci had just better be careful with the contact there, and he got away with it. It's Schillaci and Giroud for the second half, after what will surely be the top team, Vermaelen and Koscielny for the first. Here's Frimpong. Now Rosicky. Now Danielson. Traore. Danielson for Frimpong. Plenty of players out there who are keen to make an impact. Now Rosicky. Bit of skill from Arsene Wenger. Beyer couldn't quite get the body shape right there to play that pass. This is Jenkinson. And now Frimpong. Just need to up it a level here, Arsenal. Play at that tempo they enjoy. Traore. And there's Miyachi. Little ball from Rosicky for Carlos Beyer, who is in and finishes wonderfully well. He wasn't that far out, and that is a sensational finish from Carlos Beyer. Look at this. Goalkeeper is backpedaling, but it's still brilliant. The open goal starts this week, but his sand wedge was out early. Beautiful touch from Beyer. Here come more changes from Malaysia. Omar's coming off. Very nice tune-up this for Arsenal. Here's Kunalan. Jenkinson's kept him wonderfully quiet. Now Ramsey. Here goes Miyachi. Carlos Beyer. Danielson. In from Jenkinson, free header, should have been 4. Beyer straight at the goalkeeper. They're just looking a bit ragged, though. And we still have just over half an hour to go. Jenkinson. Forward by Rosicky. There's Kunalan. Azmi Muslim, the man to come on. And another change is imminent. Dato Rajagopal is certainly using his squad here. A tough old start to their Premier League campaign, Arsenal. They go to Newcastle on the 13th, the opening day, and then they're at home against Liverpool. So he needs to hit the ground running. Wenger. Here goes Armand Traoré. Going to be Jassouli to come off. Another thing to remember about Arsenal is those early season Champions League qualifiers as well, which of course are vital. And as for this Malaysian side, well, looking towards those big World Cup qualifying two-legged games against Singapore. Helmi Remeli, the man who comes on. That's why this has been so competitive, because both teams know there's plenty to tune up for. These games are much more valuable if they're played in this kind of spirit. Traoré with the cross, and plucked out of the air by Kemat. Now Frimpong, Danielson, Jenkinson on the overlap with Rosicky inside. Just starting to stretch this Malaysian side now, Arsenal. Ramsey. Foul from Ramsey, just when he thought he'd ghosted through. Another change. Talaha is the man coming on. But it's Saeed coming on, Talaha of course going off. And that's a misplaced pass, a very rare one from Ramsey. If you are just joining us, Arsenal's goals, a very early penalty from Ramsey, then Walcott with an excellent finish. And then, talking of excellent finishes, Carlos Vela with a really textbook one. Sure, Arsenal fans, those of you watching will know what's in that left foot. Just the most glorious chip. Headed behind for a pretty cheap corner there. Miyachi across to take it. Schillaci forward. Over everyone's head. Now Ramsey. Just over hit. There were a couple on as well, Miyachi and Beyer. He'll be happy with that. Spent some time on loan at West Brom last season, helped them stay up. 2 goals in 8 appearances. Worth seeing again. Look how close in he is. He's past the penalty spot. That takes some doing. Hit it perfectly. Don't often see a player chip the keeper from there. 25 minutes left. Arsenal 3 goals to the good here at the Bukit Jalil. And they haven't really dominated possession as they can do. 59-41, but it's often heavier than that. Frimpong plays it forward. Now Ramsey. Danielson. Here's Miyachi. Nearly finds its way back through. And Ramsey again. Jenkinson. Danielson. Now Beyer. Just rolls away from Jenkinson. And listen to the cheer for these two. Particularly Van Persie, but Arshavin and Nasri and Sanya all join the party. And the fans here love it. Could be a fun final quarter this. Ramsey, by the way, has been outstanding. Only thing he did wrong was miss that chance, but scored one, made one. Bossed that midfield. He's done really well. Kunanian. Shown great pace and real effort too. They have a corner to defend here. Solid punch that by the goalkeeper. Nasri. Lovely skill. 4 players around him and still he goes, Nasri. For Giroud, and there must be players over. Beyer taking so much time and paying the price for doing that. Cleared off the line. Should have hit it first time. The pressure now is intense though on this Malaysian side. Look at the quality lined up there. Nasri, Van Persie, all waiting to tap it in, and still Beyer couldn't finish. It's going to be a long, long 20 minutes. Giroud. Mistimed header there, and that might be a chance of a consolation, but Maloney just picks it up. Arshavin. Van Persie. Good attitude this from the Malaysian team. They looked under pressure and they're trying to come out fighting. Trying to steal through, but Traore stood in his way. Lovely trick from Arshavin. Now Rosicky. Nasri, here they come, Veya. Sagna on the overlap. Ball just hangs on. He is under siege at the moment, Cayman. Still, it's only 3, but I've no idea how. Striker's life is a strange one, isn't it? Carlos Veya with that extraordinary finish. And then, when all he has to do is pick a way through a couple of players on the line, he hits one of them. Van Persie. Nasri. Might just be a little stretched here. It's Yaya. The ball was on back to Yaya, and there's no foul there. Referee's been a bit generous on occasion, but not there. It was Safik Rahim who went down under pressure. And now it's Arsenal who come forward with Carlos Veya. Sagna. Done that far too often, Malaysia. Arshavin for Van Persie. They've been really taken aback. They mentioned it this week, the Arsenal players, by the reception they've got. I don't think Robin Van Persie quite knew how big a star he is here. He does now. Nasri. Rosicky. Carlos Veya. So much quality to aim at, and he picked out a Malaysian head. Frimpong. Van Persie. Roll towards Arshavin. Traore. There are players who are almost certainly on their way out of Arsenal. Unlike Nasri, we don't know about him, but Bentner and Almunia. Wenger has said at the press conference this week that, yep, they could leave. Lofted forward by Van Persie for Nasri again. The first touch was just ridiculous. Killed it stone dead as he moved forward. I have a feeling that Dato Rajagopal is going to make some more changes from his seemingly endless squad here. 3 more, in fact. Safik Rahim, captain's going to come off. Could have learnt a bit about his players today, Rajagopal. They are tough. They certainly don't give up. And they've held their heads up high against a very high level footballer, more than they would have encountered, most of them. Shamsuddin and Gurusamy on. Quarter of an hour to go at the Bukit Jalil. Here is Gurusamy. Great arena, isn't it? Get a good look at it from that particular picture. Still Liverpool and Chelsea to come here. The locals very excited. Some lovely stories in some of the local papers about families queuing up to get reduced tickets and a couple of free ones given away, and just the excitement, particularly with the children. Simply couldn't believe that a team as otherworldly as Arsenal to them were going to come and play in their city. You get to be in the same stadium as Robin van Persie. It is that real power of the Premier League, certainly. Arsenal again have just dropped the tempo here. I think they'll still be looking for a fourth. Now Rosicky. Here's Arshavin. He's left the big guns till late, hasn't he, Arsene Wenger? Now then, is something on here potentially? Nearly was, and they have a free kick. But I think the chance was to play the right pass there. Free kick will give Arsenal a chance to defend. See, they want 4 in the wall. They've got 5 at the moment. What can he do? Nothing. It was Yaya. That's a big disappointment after the big build-up. Nasri. Weah will chase, and good bit of tracking back by Asmi Muslim. Sagna. Rosicky. Nasri. Rosicky again. Plenty of options, needless to say. Into the feet of Nasri, but nothing came of that. Good defending by Schillaci. Now Rosicky and Frimpong. Arshavin. Sagna for Carlos Weah, but the defenders across again. And there was no quality on the ball forward from Muslim Ahmad. Looking for Shamsuddin. He scored the third, and it looked like they'd add more, but they only have just over 10 minutes to do so, Arsenal. Nice use of the ball from Frimpong for Van Persie. Again, the roar goes up. Lovely play from Van Persie. Awkward angle for Weah. Chance for Rosicky, and he blasts it over. Great build-up play. Nice spot this from Carlos Weah. And it was a nice enough height for Rosicky, who's normally such a pure striker of the ball. Can they create a chance to maybe make a breakthrough of their own here? This Malaysian side, well, not there. This is Arshavin who's been fouled. Still Nidhi comes away with it. And Sanya with a safe header back to Vito Mannone. And now Frimpong. Straight down the middle for Van Persie. Didn't quite get that. But that ball was certainly on. Keeper was quickly off his line. Caught exposed for that Walcott goal as well, and for the Weah one really, before the brilliant finish. Never give up this side. Sanya with a great challenge. Now Rosicky. Here's Frimpong. Lovely interplay with Van Persie and Rosicky, who then played a pretty blind pass, but Weah's done brilliantly. Well, he wins a corner, but it might have been more. Didn't really have any support there, Carlos Weah. Closing moments here then. Robin Van Persie just toying with the fullback. Now Frimpong. Lazy ball as they slow it down, but does really well to win it back. Frimpong tried to play it back to Nasri, but was pretty wayward there. Here's Arshavin. Is this a magic from him? I wonder. Not there. Might be on through the middle here, but Juru's strength was good. Coming close, Malaysia. Still haven't really had a chance. Arshavin. Wenger will be all in all pretty happy with this. Everyone's got a run. Jenkinson looked very good on debut. Mayachi too. And even players like Weah, who doesn't always feature, grabbing a goal, and Ramsey outstanding as well. Nasri, he'd be happier if Nasri's an Arsenal player next season. Well, Arsene Wenger. And he knew he was running offside there, Yaya. No point chasing. Wanted it played earlier. Here's Rosicky. Now Van Persie. Sanya to chase. Oh, is he given a free kick? He has. Goodness me. Didn't see too much wrong in that at all from Bakary Sanya. But the assistant was right on top of it. Oh, maybe he saw more than me. Little tug on the shoulder. Whistle had already gone before this moment. Started off for Arsenal with a penalty. Scored by Aaron Ramsey, then Walcott, and then Weah. And that's how it stands with 5 minutes to go. Here is Weah. Space for Nasri. Arshavin keeps it in. Now Frimpong. Scalacci gets it back from Mannone, and it wasn't the best clearance from Vito Mannone. Rosicky. Frimpong. Nodded down for Arshavin. A little bit more urgency about Arsenal maybe. Here's Van Persie. Couldn't quite find Nasri. Horrible clearance under pressure there. A really good crowd, and for much of the game a good tempo, but it's starting to die away now. The result is so inevitable, of course. Sagna for Nasri. Maybe they could finish with a flourish. Nasri trying to go through and went to ground too easily and couldn't get a shot away. So balanced, Nasri. I thought he was going to move it onto his left there. They just can't find a way through, even against Giroud and Schillaci, who are nominally the second choice centre-halves, but still far too good. Nasri. Now Van Persie. And now Weah. Van Persie trying to fashion an opening for himself, finding Weah, brilliantly done. Back to Nasri, but couldn't find the finish. Still they might, though. Weah could easily have had a hat-trick here, but it was on his right side. That was the problem. Couple of times in front of goal, he's just wanted a touch too many, Carlos Weah, and that was the case there, I think. Here's Traore. They are trying to finish with a flourish. Frimpong. Maybe it's consolation time for Malaysia. Oh, Giroud's made a mistake. And the ball is on, but he goes for goal himself. Awful. From Shamsuddin. Saw his name in lights in the sky above Kuala Lumpur. Now Nasri. Final minute of normal time. Weah. Nasri. Sagna. Here is Samir Nasri for Bakary Sagna. Can't believe there'll be too much stoppage time. Weah. Frimpong. Arshavin to chase. Van Persie's in the middle. Good trick from Arshavin. Trying to loft it forward. Rosicky makes it 4. As we moved into stoppage time, icing on the cake from Thomas Rosicky. Lovely build-up play. Arshavin was influential. And when you have this man able to turn like that and then run at you, you know you're in trouble. Took the little nick, and Rosicky was there to finish it off. Once again, the goalkeeper railing against the world came at, but I think he should be very grateful that Arsenal slowed the pace down late on, because he could have been under all sorts of pressure, as he was, if you remember, just after the Weah goal. So Ramsey, Walcott, Weah and Rosicky. Not too long left now at the Bukit Jalil, and it's been an enjoyable occasion. Arsenal moving their preparations to Asia, coming on a tour for the first time since '99. It's a long way from those lovely surroundings in Austria, but he'll be happy with this. Good build-up. And not just going forward, but he'll love the way they've defended. Okay, not against the biggest threat maybe, but still. Van Persie in towards Weah. Again, he didn't take it early enough. Maybe he's trying to create a goal for Van Persie, but they could have had 5 or 6 here. As it is, I think it's going to end with them grabbing 4. And they will move on to that match against Hangzhou Greentown on Saturday, which you can see live here on ESPN. Final moments then from Kuala Lumpur. Consolation time, is it? No. Saved by Mannone. Shame. Shamsuddin stuck out his boot. Referee sticks up his arm. There's the final whistle. They nearly got a consolation with the last kick of the game. But Arsenal it is with a victory here, and one to please Arsene Wenger. Aaron Ramsey gave them the lead after just 5 minutes from the penalty spot. Theo Walcott made it 2 just before half-time. And then in the second half, Carlos Weah with a brilliant finish. And Thomas Rosicky rounding things off after great work by Arshavin. The fans in many ways got what they want. They saw their heroes. Van Persie got a fabulous roar as well. But Arsenal, too, got what they want. A win to start things off here. And the final score from the Bukit Jalil, hope you enjoyed it, was a Malaysian 11-0. Arsenal 4.